Hey everybody, and welcome back with Winter Antiques. My name is Josh, and this is Sammy. And for some reason, she won't be on video right now. What are you doing? Or she's occupied with something. I don't know. I gave her a treat on the last video that I was making, and then I forgot to write down my prices that I sold the items at, so I had to restart. So here we go. So we're gonna jump into some sales. This was weekend sales, and had some pretty good sales, but wish it was picking up a little bit. I do ship on Saturdays for the most part, so this is only from Saturday afternoon to Monday morning. Um, had a sale on most of every platform except for Whatnot and District.net. No sales, and I'm on a couple different marketplaces over on District.net, so if you want, this is going to be my little spiel. I own Oil Gas Country. Anyone is welcome to come and post whatever they want over on that site as long as it's illegal and within policy reasons of district.net. Doesn't need to be Oil Gas Country. You can put perfume for the country store, like old knickknacks, anything like that over on there. I'm also over on knickknacks. We got a couple items over there. I'm a strong supporter of Shop the Thrifty Flea. We have I told him I was going to keep about 100 items over on the Shop the Thrifty Flea just for support. I think we're at about 240 or 250, and the number is going to go up. Oil, gas, and country is getting a revamp. I will be posting new inventory over there. It won't be lasting over there as long as it usually does. If it's over there for 2 weeks and it doesn't fit the category of oil, gas, country, it is going to get moved to another marketplace. I've had several owners of marketplaces reach out to me um, requesting, or not like requesting, but trying to work with me on getting my items over to their marketplace. Over the 4th of July, Shop the Thrifty Flea, I moved over about 1,600 items or something like that. It was like $20,000 to $30,000 worth of inventory. So most of that inventory is back over on Oil Gas Country. Like I said, Oil Gas Country. My goal this week was slowly cleaning it up. Hopefully, District.net fixed the computer platforms or the computer part of it. After their new update, I don't know how to do a report. So it used to be just shake your screen and you'd be able to make a report. I don't know. It don't work for my Android anymore, and be really appreciative if you could actually get an Android app instead of keep feeding the sinners with the apples. Anyway, another story. Can you get you guys' computer site working? Because I can't even like on a 50, like there's usually 50 items. I can't select any of them, so can't move stuff over on District very easily. I love doing it over on my computer, and their SIP platform is kind of broken right now. It's probably not their fault. As I have a computer background in IT or computer background degree, I understand how programming, networking, and all that goes. So don't take it as a negative thing. I understand you guys are working through things. I was just explaining why I can't get my things done. So if you guys could fix that, appreciate it. Make it a little easier for like us to take items off. I mean, you're putting so many different options out there. It's just kind of simple it down a little bit again. It's just, I don't know. To me, that's how I feel, but I'm not the majority people over there. So anyway, let's jump into sales. That's why you're here, and let's get to rolling. Alrighty, so we're going to jump into sales. I'm going to have to split this video together. Anyway, we're going to start off with eBay. I was picking these things up when I was watching J-Ride Flips, and J-Ride, I don't pick that stuff up anymore. It just sits around for a while. Yeah, I'm sure if you have like super cheap shipping, yeah, that stuff will go fast, but the sell-through rate is a big thing on these items too. That sold for $12.33 plus shipping. I know I didn't pay that much for it, but I know I won't be making. If we make $7 to $8, we'll probably be pretty good off that item, which isn't that bad. But jumping into some clothes that I've been working on. This is a 2XL Bon Jovi shirt. Obviously, I have my little SKU right there. Been working on skewing my clothing inventory, and it actually works out great in this video too. Been kind of putting clothing inventory in a different area, so it's not destroying my closet, as you guys seen in the past. It's working out good. Took me about, I had to move 2 totes to get this item, but when I went to go grab an item out of the tote, it was this item. So very fast and efficient, and I like that. We're going to skip over this mailbox and we'll come back to that. Depop be popping again, and had this Lord of the Rings shirt sell. Sold for $11.95 plus shipping. I've had this for a very, very, very long time and so glad to see it leave. Probably should have just gotten rid of it. But still made $11.95 off of it. I think I picked this up at a local thrift store for $1 on dollar days. So we'll be probably around $9.50 to $10, somewhere right in there, for profit, which isn't too bad, and it's a quick ship. Mercari came in with this 925 ring. An offer came in, and for some reason I didn't get no notification for it, and by the time I seen that the offer come in, it was already passed. So I messaged the lady, said, hey, I'll do 17 on it. She took it. I had it posted for maybe $18 or $19. I don't know. Any website besides eBay, I feel like the send offer is just like, just get rid of your item for free type of thing. It's like always like 15 to 20%. That's kind of crazy, I think, but maybe I need to start doing that a little more and start pushing stuff out the door. Anyway, so that sold for $17 plus shipping. This mailbox I picked up locally. I have about 6 blocks of gasoline involved, which is probably like $2 for me. I drive a Suburban, so it's a little expensive. Last time I filled up was like $120, so I don't really go too much. That's why I don't source a whole lot, is I can't afford to go sourcing them. Like, I'll go like do bulk buyouts. Those usually do pretty well for me, but like going out garage sailing, it's real hard for me. I don't mind it's not the AC in the Suburban that like I don't care about sweating in front of people type thing, but like just okay, so like anyway, my phone ran out of space. I need to clear it out and put out a lot of inventory or a lot of content. Oh my gosh, this morning's it's definitely a Monday. Let's just put it that way. I'm gonna this mailbox sold for $85 plus shipping over to Canada. Appreciate that greatly. I was talking about going out sourcing. I don't go out sourcing a whole lot just because I think the nearest, like, unless there's like an actual garage sale in my town, which I would just walk to, the next town would be about 10 miles away, and that's still a small town. The next bigger town would be about 15 to 30 miles away. So it's like when I'm usually going out thrifting and stuff, I really got to make some money, because otherwise I waste about $30-$40 in gas and then come home with nothing, and it kind of hits the I don't know, kind of get emotional and like feel like, I don't know, when sales aren't doing good and then you come back after a big thrift and you're losing money, it's just kind of puts you down in the dumps, and don't need to be there. So I've just been working on my death pile a lot lately. Trying to get that out in old inventory. I know it's hurting my numbers, but that's just what I have to do at this time. Hopefully the weather will get a little nicer and I'll be able to go out and about and hit some big buys. Thank you so much for the love and the support. I love you, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey everybody. Had a couple more sales come in. Had a t-shirt come in. It was a Ron John t-shirt. It was like pink, probably size medium or large, somewhere in there. It sold on Depop for $9 plus the shipping. Shipping over there, I believe, up to 1 pound is like $1.99. 2 pounds is $3.99, and then 10-pound item is $5.99, which is beyond reasonable. So if you don't like paying shipping prices, go shop on Depop. But also remember that if you're saving that much on shipping, don't go nickel and dime the seller. Just go support them. Alright. Anyway, happy to see more clothing leave. It's a blessing. I put in quite a bit of work. As you can see, this one says 178. And my paperwork over here for clothing, very high class paperwork. We're at 308. So I should probably find some stickers or something a little bit easier, but that's what I've been doing. It's cheap and reliable. So I've been going through a little bit of tape though. So anyway, but so sold that. That will actually probably get reinvested into supplies for clothing, probably for the majority of it. I use like clear bags, and I've been going through those like crazy lately. So probably reinvest that money, and then other clothing will be profit. Anyway, this country gentleman is from February of 1934. Yes, you heard that right, 1934. Coming up on, I mean, it's getting closer to 100 years. I have a bunch of these left. I picked these up. They're very cool. I picked these. Oh, camel. Picked these up at Weeman Auction up in South Dakota. I bid on 3 little boxes. There's a calumet. Bid on 3 boxes. One was actually a sound bar for like a band, or like a sound bar. Maybe, I don't know what it's like. It adjusts the music. Adjusts the music and all like the levels of everything. So that was in one box. The other box went to a buddy of mine. His name's John Hawley. He lives up in Sioux Falls. It was a old picnic table. Brandy picnic table, I believe is what the knowledge I have of it. Kind of where you and your spouse or significant other can go out and have a little picnic and a little brandy and enjoy the duck pond. Anyway, the other box was a brown box, and it's still in the basement here. It was full of magazines. I couldn't pick, like when I went to go pick it up, it looked light, so I just kind of like gave it like a like a light pull, because it looked kind of flimsy and stuff, and ooh, it rocked my arm pretty bad. It was full of these magazines, all the way dated back to 1912. They did stink very well. I mean, when I first got them, they like had like kind of like an older house odor to them. Over the years, it's kind of gone away. There was like a 1912, like there's an older one that is kind of funky looking and probably needs to be restored by some professional. Anyway, bought them all 3 of those boxes for $3, and I've just been selling stuff out of it ever since. Made my money back on that radio equipment or band equipment. My uncle bought the case, and then Guitar Center bought the actual sound system. They found out that I got it tested, paid to get it tested, and they were upset that I had to have it like they charged me quite a bit to get it tested, and then Guitar Center paid for my testing plus a little bit extra money on top of that. And then I sold the case. They didn't want the case, so I sold that to my uncle. So I made my money back. So off of testing all that stuff, and made money on the whole deal in general. And then I just been selling these old magazines. It sold for $11.97 plus shipping. Thank you so much for the love and support. We'll see you guys on the next one. Love you.